All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. This your brother Ahshamiah. All right, we're gonna face the east. First, I'm giving honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders of House, Great Millstone. I'm gonna give all double honors to those that scatter abroad, the elect. So I'm out here for the so-called, well, I don't say aren't me. I'm just saying, brothers like me are out here for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and Haitians. Those are the Israelites and Israelites that scatter amongst these other nations. Okay? Back in Philly, man, you know, same old, same old. You know what I'm saying? I was in DR for a week, and it was nice, man. But now it's time to get back into prophecy. Okay? And prophecy is going out. Before we went down to DR, I believe it was August 13th. No, I think that was the same day, that August 13th. YouTube was about to make their app less accessible. Okay, with that age restriction thing. All right. Truthfully, they wanted to destroy they wanted to stop this truth from coming out, because there's so many people that's getting this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shimmy outside that these Edomites don't know what the fuck to do. This is Amos, and that's another thing too, that the famine of the word is coming. All right, you're not gonna get the internet no more. Eventually, Esau, Edom, all right, this government is gonna shut down the whole internet for good, man. You see how easy it is for you to upload a video on YouTube and one day just poof off the radar, off the app. Okay, because you said something, now you got a little restriction, now your channel suspended. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's easy for them just to press that button and turn off the internet completely, because this truth is going out, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. This Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, that was in a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So Lord is sending not just a famine of bread and water, because you can go down the street and get yourself a sandwich, you can go down the street and get yourself a bottle of water. But that famine of food and water is about to happen. And famine is not just, famine just means scarcity of something. Okay? It could be food, it could be water, it could be hygiene products, but it's gonna be a huge missing, okay, or a low supply of everything, to the point that people are going to starve. There's not going to be food, there's not going to be water in these times to come, especially in America. And America's already turned into a third world country. All right, it was one of the biggest countries in the world. Now it's deteriorating backwards. Here it is. When you leave out of Babylon the Great, aka America, a lot of these countries, even though they have their own form of wickedness, but they have their own sense of development. They have their own sense of moving forward. All right. You go to Korea. Korea is very advanced, man. Japan, all right, very advanced. But when you're in America, everything is primitive. Okay, these people are primitive, man. Okay, they act like goddamn animals, man. And when there's no law and order, they're gonna be the animals that they wish to be, man. Complete beasts, man. Okay. They're gonna show their true selves, man. Because these people, they have a mask, and when Jacob's trouble occurs, that mask is gonna come off, and they're gonna show how they truly feel, what they really like, man. So this place is devolving to the point of chaos and anarchy, and it's not gonna bounce back. Okay? America's gonna lose this third world war. Okay, so let me grab this. But the main prophecy that's going to occur is famine of the word. Behold, the days come, save the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Then I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. So, hey, where do you receive most of your information or your news, your articles? People usually don't read newspapers no more, man. So what they do, they go on the internet, they go on news apps, CNN.com, ABC.com, shit, YouTube. Majority of people are listening to podcasts than reading a newspaper. Why? Because the internet is more access than anything on the planet, man. It's the most fastest, the most sort of quote unquote advanced thing on the planet. But that was all given through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, because the internet was created for the elect, the word to go out for the elect. That was it. Yeah, you got some people that's making cat videos or prank videos, you know, Keisha shaking her ass, but truthfully, the internet was created for this truth to come out and spread out to the elect, wherever they scatter amongst, man. And now we're at the time where the internet was going to be EMP attack or electromagnetic pulse attack that's going to shut down the internet for good. However, Esau is going to shut down the internet, it's going to be permanently, man, permanent. So these people that are big, huge streamers, you know, bloggers that got 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 followers on Instagram, all that shit gonna be nothing, man. See, the internet, the social media has put people on a pedestal to think that they're idols, man, that they're gods themselves. Hell, fuck you ain't, man. All right, no, the fuck you ain't. Okay. See, when the Lord take away Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, that's it. You people are gonna be assed out, man. All them videos that you've been posting throughout your 10, 15, 5, 3 years, so you become the biggest YouTuber, the biggest Instagram model, the biggest influencer. It's all meant for nothing. It was all for vain, man. The true work is this, okay? Pushing this word out and bringing the word of Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban to the elect. Like I said, wherever they are scattered, wherever they at, man. But the famine of word is coming, and you people are going to lose your minds. Okay? And when the famine of word happens, we're not going to be out here. All right? This is mercy through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, that you see brothers with, you know, and I'm not talking about them other Israelite camps. I'm talking about brothers from GMS and affiliate brothers on down. They got that 100% truth. They got that righteous mind. Their minds and spirits are clean. Okay? Not like IUIC or IUSPK or GOCC or Gorilla Hebrew with his dumb ass. But, you know, like I said, you know, the brothers of GMS and Elders Apostles, I just got the notification. They're live now, man. Once I'm done with this, you're watching it live. But back to what I was saying, the truth is coming from the Elders and Apostles, Great Millstone, and brothers on down. That clean 100% truth, man. That clean doctrine, man. And this doctrine is not going to be on the internet like it is right now. It's going to be off, man. Completely wiped out. And like I said, brothers are not going to be out here preaching, prophesying what the name of the Lord is. We're not going to be out here no more, man. That's going to be, I get it, brothers. We so used to making videos every single day that when it happens, it's going to be, you know, we're going to be a little, you know, down the spirit tiny bit. But hey, that's going to be a blessing, man, when the Lord bring the famine, man. The famine of the word, because we be like, hey, retirement is about to happen, man. We about to do all this work now. Now you about to receive your reward, man. Your 401k, your spiritual 401k, your true retirement, and that's the kingdom. But first, you gotta go through the trial. That is Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble gotta occur, man. Okay, to filter out who's the elect and who's not. And we're praying that we're part of the elect, man. This is 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. So right, shalom, shalom unto you. May Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban grant you salvation, not and those that are tuning in and watching. But hey, like I said, like our brothers are not gonna be out here. People gonna be running to and fro to find where you be preaching at. Like I say this all the time. People know where you preach at, man. All right, shalom, Mike Allah, shalom, all right, people know where you preach at. And when you're, how can I say it? When you're at the same spot, you know, for some brothers, they've been preaching at the same spot for, let's just say, 5 years. Some brothers might change their location and be preached there for 2 years, 2 months. You know, repetition. People gonna memorize where you're preaching at. Even if you're at a new spot for a month, people gonna know where you at, man. Okay? And they're gonna come down and try to find you. You're not gonna be there. Why? Because the famine will occur, and y'all people out here, you average everyday fucking people, y'all just gonna be left out, asked out, man. Having 1,000 questions but no answers, man. Plain. Hey man, this is beautiful, man. It's beautiful that the famine of the word is coming. Don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's going to trickle the flesh a little bit because, like I said, we've been in the truth for some brothers may be in the truth for 5, 6, 7 years. I think I'm going almost 6 years. I think this is like the same. I think this is the month where I came into the truth, August in 2020. So probably 5 to 6 years, man. All right. They actually probably 6 years. But you know, like I said, brothers, we used to making videos, sit down lessons, walk and talks, drive through lessons, little 5-minute lessons, little 2-minute lessons, little short videos, long videos. We so used to that to when family word occurs, we be like, damn, what the fuck? But the spirit is gonna hop on us like, oh, it's the family word, man. Hey, the wadi how about shini outside. Okay. So don't think that family word is gonna be bad. Yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit because, like I said, we used to be, content creators, man. And on a righteous level sense, we not on that left-handed side. We pranking niggas or trying to break dance. No, we're not them type of content creators, man. But the spiritual content is the truth, man. The true content is this truth, not the other bullshit that these people be recording and videoing themselves and stuff like that, man. But when the family word occurs, it's gonna feel good, man. It's gonna be satisfying. All right, whatever your last video is, brothers. One thing I want to advise y'all: push as much as you can. So when the family word occurs, it could be your last 3 videos that you ever did, but your last video when the family word hits, you be like, hey, the work is done, man. Because you don't want to be in that spirit of I should have done more, I should have done this, I should have done that. No, man. Okay. We in a beautiful, beautiful position, man. And one thing that you don't want to be is lukewarm. This is Revelations 3:16. It says, so then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Actually, I'm going to say at 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I will thou work cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So, hey, the Lord is going to spew out those that are not pushing the work as much as they can, man. And I get it. Sometimes we be tired as fuck, man. Hey. We be times where you don't even feel like going to camp. That happened to me this morning, man. I woke up. I'm like, shit, I don't even want to go to camp. You know, I actually had that spirit. But I had to talk to myself like, hey, do it for the Lord, do it for the Lord. And hey, I got my ass up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and took my ass to camp, man. You know, first camp early in the afternoon, and now my second camp is this. Okay? So this is a beautiful thing, man. And you gotta like talk to yourself, because sometimes that's just Satan, man. Sometimes it's Satan that make you tired, that make you weak. Oh, I don't feel like it. Toughen the fuck up, man. What the Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban said, gird up thy loin as a man. Okay? Even when you don't feel like it. Like I said, be some days where you don't feel like doing a video. But if you don't do your videos, you don't do your sit-down lessons, them demons gonna hop on you and they're gonna be stronger than 3 days ago, man. The last time you did your video. So every time you do your video, that's it's kind of like a mosquito repellent to demons, okay? When you do your videos, it cleanses your spirit. When you do your sit-down lessons, when you read, okay? All right? It's a cleansing agent for your spirit, man. And also, it keeps those demons out of your circle, your environment. So do as much as you got to do and stay clean and stay on the right note with Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban. That's the truth. There's a lot of people out here, they got their demons wrapped around them like a blanket, man. So like I said, do your videos. If you could do 3 videos a day or 2 videos a day or 5 or whatever, 3 sit-down lessons, whatever you got to do, or maybe you a little busy, hey, do as much as you can, man. Even if it's a 5-minute video. All right, one video is like I said, it's a mosquito repellent to demons. When you on fire for your Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, it's hard for those demons to come at you. But when you're not doing as much, some demons can slowly enter into your mind. Okay? Go 3 days without doing a video, man. Them demons gonna be hopping on you, man. To the point, yo, the Lord gonna put the Spirit on you. Look, I got to do a lesson, man. How you doing? So let me read this again. This Revelation 3 and 16. Sorry, 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I will though work cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So right, if you're not on fire or you in between cold or hot, the Lord's gonna spit your ass out of his mouth, man. And that's what happened to Gorilla Hebrew. That nigga was been gone for years, man. Even before I was in the truth. All right. Brothers in GMS have been telling younger brothers like me when I was coming to the truth, hey, don't follow that dude. Don't follow IUIC. Don't follow GOCC. Don't follow these other camps. And I questioned myself, why are they saying this? The Lord gave me examples. All right. Some dudes be saying you can have sex on the Sabbath. Some dudes say you could take the jump shot during the time of the letter C, pandemic. Okay. It was many reasons why the Lord kept me on the path of following, learning of GMS, man. And let me tell you, man, when I was coming to the truth, man, them other camps couldn't gravitate towards me like GMS can. I was watching GMS videos like every day. It was points I didn't even eat dinner, man. It was a point where I can't even sit down with my family because I've been watching videos at the dinner table, man. All right. There was points where I woke up, went to sleep, watching GMS videos, waking up, watching the GMS videos, because the spirit is not the GMS videos. Is what's the word I was using? Doctrine. Yeah, that doctrine, that spirit, that spiritual truth, man. Okay, but like I said, if you're not pushing the word of Yahweh by Shem outside as much as you can, as best you can, and if you just laying back, lukewarm, the Lord gonna spit your ass out, and you don't want that to happen when, in these times now where things about to happen, man. Things that you see in movies, things that you see in superhero movies, action-packed movies are about to occur in your reality, man. That these people think that it's fiction, but it's about to be reality. Okay, so hey, man, this is the movie about to start. That's like you going to the movies, man. The previews are the scriptures. You watching all the previews, then you tired of it, like, man, I'm tired of these fucking previews. You get up and walk out the movie theater, but the person next to you, he been in this movie theater for a while, watching all the previews, and then the movie starts. It's from the start and the beginning. And he was clapping his hands when the movie ended, like, damn, that was a good ass movie. But your ass got up from your seat and left the movie theater. That's comparing that to dudes that was once in this truth. They wasn't even ready for that big huge anticipation, that big huge climax, the turning point yet. While brothers that been in this truth for a very long time, we've been watching the previews of the movie before even the true movie starts, man. Okay? And what is the previews? Hey, these scriptures. All right? So don't be that individual that leaves the truth before something big and beautiful, something huge happens, man. Look at that nigga Gorilla Hebrew is fucking done, man. He's a dog that went to his own vomit. Exactly. The prophecies are tarrying. It's a test to our faith. If famine the word, it's a sign. Yeah, man. Yeah. However the Lord plays it out, but that's a big, huge sign that Jacob's trouble is about to occur, man. Okay? So, hey, man, this is a beautiful thing. Like I said, man, let me use that analogy again. You it's like imagine two people, let's just say two individuals. Two individuals went to a movies, right? The previews are playing, and one of the individuals like, man, I'm tired of these fucking previews. They get up from their seat and leave the movie theater. But that second individual will watch all the previews, memorize all the previews, and then the movie starts, and he having a good ass time watching this movie while the other person left. And some individuals that will come back saying, what happened? Nigga, you missed the whole movie, man. We can't just tell you what happened from A to Z. You missed the whole movie. So guess what? You got to deal with that. And that's what happened to a lot of individuals. A lot of individuals will come back. They'll leave this truth and trying to come back. But they can't because the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. Now, if there are some individuals that went back into the world, and came back, hey, the Lord is truly dealing with you. However it's playing out. And I really can't say. But for those that got one chance, then left, hey, man, your ass is grass, man. Don't be lukewarm, man. Don't be uh, 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 lazy in this truth, man. Slugger. Because we're about to see the movie playing out. Jacob's Trouble. Okay, the RFID picture, World War III. Salvation, Yahweh Shai's return. Spiritual power. Okay? Famine of the word. A lot of that's going to occur, man. So I can thank Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban for that, man. Okay? This is going to be the best movie of all time, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is grace, for none is like it. It is even in time of Jacob's trouble, that he shall be saved out of it. So right, Jacob's trouble is going to be the worst time ever. It's going to be way worse than World War II, Vietnam, 9/11, the Battle of Hastings, the bubonic plague. Okay, what's the Cold War, Civil War. Okay, slavery. All right, the transatlantic slave trade, the Native American genocide. It's going to be way worse than any form of horrible events that happened in history, man. It's going to make slavery, World War II, Vietnam, all that shit look like a child's game, man. We're really about to see something that's going to be like, it's going to be like a real life horror movie. But one thing about this horror movie that's about to occur, Jacob's Trouble, is that the main characters, the elect, is going to be protected. What is called plot armor. Okay? Brother, if it's possible, you could put in that definition of plot armor, those that are watching. That's what the Lord is about to give Ahshamiah Raahwaban, that people believe in Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, with plot armor, man. That's basically like the writer is protecting his character from dangerous events, okay, or situations where it's impossible for a human or a mortal being to survive. Okay, like example, Batman versus Superman. All right, here it is. Batman is a man trying to fight a god, but somehow he survived fighting a god with using kryptonite. But in all reality, Superman can just laser ride fucking Batman, man, easily. But how can Batman survive these many situations and in the comic books or his movies? Plot armor, man. He was being protected by the story. So hey, the Lord is putting plot armor, or it's what he putting plot armors on us in this story, man. Okay? So we don't have to get written off or die off like these fucking people, man. So, hey, man, this is a beautiful thing that we're a part of. But the worst time is to come is at the door, man. Jacob's trouble. You 2/3. You 2/3 are gonna be cut off too, man. You're not gonna have plot armor. The 2/3 gonna die off the worst way imaginable, man. Unimaginable. Shalaki. Okay? And the main major death that's gonna hit the 2/3 is a nuclear fire, man. That thermonuclear fire. Alright, so let me grab this Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, save the Lord Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. So 2/3. All right, ooh. The water, brother. Chikamadu, or known as shit. Come on, man, work. All right, thank you. It says plot armor is used to refer to the phenomenon in fiction whereby the main character is allowed to survive dangerous situations because they are needed for the plot to continue. So right, okay. Why do you think the main character always survive a horror movie? In reality, the main character will be the first one to be killed by a fucking manslaughter or a monster in a horror movie. Okay? How can Batman survive all his villains and survive situations where it's impossible for a normal human to make it through? Plot armor. And we're, like I said, the Lord's gonna put plot armor upon us, man. That's how the main character, any movie that you watch, survive some crazy shit, man. You be watching a zombie movie, and you be thinking like, how the fuck they survive all that in the zombie apocalypse? Well, guess what? It's plot armor, okay? While everybody that doesn't have plot armor just get eaten or get killed by zombies, man. So that's just one of the main examples. But like I said, the Lord's gonna give us that righteous plot armor, man. And we're gonna be protected by the spirit and power of Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban. But like I said, the 2/3, they're going to be cut off. They're not going to have that plot armor except the elect. This is Zechariah 13:8. Ain't saying anything to you heathens, man, especially you Edomites. All right? Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that it says that all the land save the Lord, Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. So, right, 2/3 are going to cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. Okay, that's the 1/3. But the 2/3, these young niggas, these skirt-wearing niggas, I be just watching videos of brothers making lessons about how Jake be wearing these red dresses down in New Orleans, and young niggas wearing skirts and dresses and shit. But these the type of dudes that these women want. They want these faggots, man. And that's why the Lord's gonna cut off. That's why it's gonna be a huge extinction level event for Jake, man, because Jake is so wicked to the point that they're no longer different from the heathen. They're no longer that holier, chosen, peculiar people. They the same goddamn niggas like Esau, man. They worse than Esau. They worse than Elam, Moab, and Ammon. Okay? So the majority of Jake are wicked, man. Okay, like and they show you invincible. All right? The only way them Viltrumites, of course, brother. Of course, it literally show you that in the scriptures. Okay, it's the same thing. If the same thing happened in ancient Egypt, what makes you think it's not gonna happen in this Egypt, man? Hey, brother, I suggest you should read more, man. Okay, because what happened in the past is gonna happen in the future, man. But like I said, in the show Invincible, like how them Viltrumites, Omni-Man said, in order for us to survive, we have to wipe out the weak of our people. Okay. And they show you that in that scene in Invincible where them Viltrumites wiping out all those weak ass Viltrumites, man. And he said when it was over, our population was cut in half. But those that survived were made unstoppable, and that was the elect. See, elect are going to be unstoppable, man. They're going to be a small remnant, but they're going to be unstoppable. They're going to be that brand new start of Israelites, man. A brand new world of Israelites. Okay, but the 2/3, all them weak ass Viltrumites, man, y'all just need to be cut off. Okay, that's why I said in my video last night that Jacob's trouble is gonna be a cleansing agent. The 2/3 are like imagine this: a big ball of bacteria, parasites, bad cells, mucus, pus, blood, fucking scabs, shit, wrapped up into one, man. Okay, feces. What else? Well, diseases and plagues wrap up into one. Okay? What do you need to clear all that out? Bleach, man. Okay? They need it, not just bleach, but the actual true bleach, the spiritual cleansing agent is gonna be that fire, man. You know, in the cleansing sense, you know, when you clean something, you gotta use bleach or Clorox or Febreze or whatever. You know, cleaning wipes, whatever. But truthfully, hey, that true cleansing agent for your wicked ass 2/3, it's gonna be that thermonuclear fire. It's gonna cleanse y'all, man. Okay? It's gonna burn away all that wickedness, but through death, man. You don't know death by pain. And it's not gonna be a good cleansing, man. It's gonna be a painful ass cleansing. It's gonna hit you in your spirit, man. The Lord's gonna put the spirit on. He's gonna put His spirit on them thermonuclear missiles to cleanse your ass, man. Okay, but you Edomites, you heathens, man, y'all just can't follow. Y'all don't matter. Zechariah 13:9. And I'll bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my God. Say we're gonna call on the name of Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, Lord's will, that we're part of the elect. Okay, but the elect are gonna call on the name during that refining, that cleansing. That is Jacob's trouble. Okay, Jacob's trouble is gonna be a cleansing for us too, because the Lord is gonna remove all the impurities, the things that's holding us back. He's gonna remove our spiritual diseases, infections, parasites. All right, through trial and tribulation, man, through adversity. So when we get them brand new bodies, we're gonna be precious as fine gold, man. Okay, and when I mean parasites and bacteria, spiritual wise, I mean our problems, man. You know, the job problems, women problems, family problems, physical problems, or even actual physical problems. Maybe you have a parasite, whatever, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a sickle cell anemia or a certain type of cancer. It's all right, because the Lord's going to heal you anyway. All right, or you got demons coming in your mind 24/7. That's all right, because the Lord's going to heal you anyway. Okay? See, Jacob's trouble is going to be for our benefit, because here it is, you're doing all this work so you can be judged like a 2/3. No, man. And I get it, Jacob's trouble is going to be crazy, but it's not for your downfall. It's not for you. It's not for your judgment, man. If you're doing everything for Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban with truth and sincerity, that doesn't mean you're going to get judged like a 2/3. No, the Lord knows your heart, man. And if you're trying to stay on the righteous path, the Lord's going to give you a righteous reward and a righteous life, man. A righteous salvation, man. All these 2/3 going to receive a wicked damnation. They're going to receive damnation and judgment, man, alongside with these heathens. So the elect are going to be made to fine gold, man. See, here's the thing. We've been putting this work on. We've been putting this work out for years, man. You know, some brothers' situations are different, but the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, 40 plus years. Me, I'm probably, I think this is my 6th year in the truth, man. Okay? Some brothers are 10, 20, 15, 7, 8, 2 years, or 3 months, whatever. But hey, the work that you're putting in is going to be fulfilling. We're all going to receive that same penny. And let me say this too. I'm gonna take back what I said. You know, brother, like I said, Chikamadu, if you listening, when I mean read, you know, you gotta study. And the same thing to me, man. You know, we all gotta do our own part. You know what I'm saying? I want to take the yoke out of my own eye before I, you know, take the yoke out of another brother's eye. I gotta read too. And I gotta get back into reading, because we all get distracted. But main things that, you know, brothers really gotta do is to read. I'm speaking to myself first, man. The reason why I'm saying this is because I want to you know, take back and reset, you know, and trying to, you know, fix up what I said, man. Because hey, man, everybody got to study and read too. You know, we could try to memorize all the scriptures in your head, but if you ain't studying and reading, man, it's gonna be hard for you to catch up in certain things. So this is Matthew. Matthew 10, 20, and 8. So it says, so when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto the steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, because it says beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. So right, every brother and sister, well, you know, brothers that's doing this work, we all gonna receive the same penny, no matter how long you've been in this truth, man. If you've been in this truth, let's just say a brother came to this truth, he been in this truth for a month. Let's just say just for a month, he uploaded his first video, or let's just say he uploaded 5 videos, and then Jacob's trouble happened. He going through Jacob's trouble, and then he get beamed up. He's gonna receive the same reward as a brother that been in this truth for 20 years, 15 years, man. You know, we all gonna receive that kingdom. We're all gonna receive that crown, man. We all gonna be glorious. We all gonna receive that brand new body, man. Here it is, Esau. Esau in this world. Esau will bring comparison. You'll make $50,000, but the person next to you make $800,000. So that person that makes $800,000 is better than you. That's Esau's world. But no, in this truth, man. Hey, if you brothers believe and you're doing the work, or for you brothers or sisters that's believers, y'all gonna receive the same reward as the brother that's doing this work, man. It's okay, bro. No, it's all right. I have autism too, man. It's all right. Shit, that's not a, you know. And I'm in a time where I'm accepting that. It's not a negative. It's a positive. The Lord gave me that for a reason. See, the Lord gave you certain special abilities because you could be above these fucking mortals, man. You have a different way of thinking, different way of cognitive, what's it called, cognitive thinking or abstract thinking. That's far better than these people, man. Okay, you see things, you see and imagine things far better than a person's can see or imagine. Okay, or what they can perceive. So hey, brother, it's all good, man. I just thought I was being too harsh, but you know, like I said, brother, you know, I gotta read it, you gotta read, man. You know, if you have any questions, read the scriptures. And if you can't, if you got a question that the scriptures can't really answer, then watch a video or call, praise Yahweh Shem Shai, call on Yahweh Shem Shai, and he will answer. He'll give you your answer, man. All right, so let me continue. It says, they receive every man a penny. Okay, this is when the first came, they supposed they shall receive more, and they likewise receive every man a penny. Okay. So hey, we about to receive that penny. I'm gonna grab that in GNT. This is Matthew 20 and 10 in the GNT. Just waiting for it to load up. This is Matthew 20 and 10. All right. It says when the men who were first to be hired came to be paid, they thought they would get more, but they too were given a silver coin each. They took their money and started grumbling against the employer. These men who were hired last only worked 1 hour. They said, while we put up with the whole day's work in the hot sun, yet you paid them the same as you paid us. Listen, friend, the owner answered. He answered one of them, I have not cheated you. After all, you agreed to do a day's work for 1 silver coin. Now take your pay and go home. I want to give this man who was hired the last as much as I given you. Doesn't I have the right to do as I wish with my own money? Or are you jealous because I am generous? It says, and Yahweh Shai said, at 16, and Yahweh Shai concluded, this is the GNT, so those who are last will be first, and those who are first will be last. Okay? And we're going to be the first, man, because we're the last of this society. All right? Here it is. IUIC got the money, they got the status, they got the big, huge purple garments. That's right. They got all that shit, man. They are the first thing that people see when it comes to Hebrew Israelites. And we're the last thing. You know, brothers GMS and affiliate brothers on down, man. Those, you know, GMS are the last group that people will perceive as seeing the Israelites. And even in just in society, man, Jake that's in this truth, we're the last of the society, man. All these people get all the benefits. They'll get the nice apartment, the nice homes, nice cars. They got the nice roof over their head. They got the nice TV. Hey, brothers be struggling with rent and all types of shit, man. Paychecks and stuff like that. All right. Transactions at an ATM machine. Man, that shit, man. I dealt with that shit before, man. You be praying every time. I be praying every time I use an ATM machine, man. Every time I make a transaction when I'm paying for something with a credit card, man. That shit be like, a glitch or something will fuck up in the system where you can't get your money back. Oh my God, man. I've dealt with that many a time to the point I almost, man, I almost snapped, man. But the Spirit of the Lord hopped on me to calm myself down and, recalculate and learn from that situation. But brothers been going all types of adversities, man, small or big, man. So we're all gonna receive that same penny. No matter what you're going through, brothers that's a believer, you're gonna receive the same penny as me, or brothers that been here for 15, 10, 5, 18 years, I'm gonna receive the same penny as them. As long as we're all part of the elect, man. Okay? There's no, I'm better than you, he's better than me, hey, I wanna take his pennies, man. That's what niggas wanna do. Niggas will see a fucking land. They'll see one Jake on a Lamborghini and they'll start robbing that Jake, man. Take his fucking Lamborghini. And that was his dumbass fault for bringing the Lamborghini in the hood, man. Okay? And don't prophesy in the hood. That's another reminder for you Jakes out there. Don't ever prophesy, don't ever preach in the hood, man. Because the only thing that you are, you're just a fucking fish around sharks, man. You're just a small fish around big sharks, man. Grab this. For what we're about to receive, man, is far beyond our comprehension. That's all I'm going to say. This is Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So eyes have not seen or ears heard, man. We're about to receive things that these people can't even imagine. See, these people can imagine a nice car. They can imagine a nice rooftop penthouse. They can imagine a nice balcony or a nice cookout. They can imagine they bank account saying $1 million or some shit. They got a American Express gold card. They can imagine all the best things of this world, man. But they cannot imagine what Ahshamiah outside is about to give unto his men. Okay? Because it's not given unto them anyway. It's specifically given unto the elect, man. The glories and riches that the Lord's about to give us, man. That's another thing I want to bring out. The kingdom is going to be unlimited creativity, infinite mirth, infinite beauty, infinite glory that these Edomites, these Hamites, these other nations can't even imagine, man. See, Esau think he got a fucking yacht. He got his whole garage is filled with Lamborghinis and Maseratis. Okay, he got a 5-star penthouse up in Malibu or Miami. He thinks he living good, man. And that's not just every Edomite, but the average Edomite think they living good, man. But they're not even the elite. Okay, they still got to go to work. And that's the thing. The two-thirds they living good, but these people, man, they can't even imagine what we about to receive, man. Okay, the kingdom is gonna be like a whole different universe, man. It's gonna be like a whole different existence, a whole different reality, man. See, we walking on sidewalks that's brick, concrete, cement. Imagine sidewalks that's made out of gold. Streets are made out of marble, precious stones, man. Streets made out of gold. Buildings made out of gemstones. You driving in a chariot that's a billion times better than a fucking car, man. So you can get the best car off the lot, off the dealership. Once you pull out that dealership, a whole fucking car crash hit you, man. A whole car can hit your shit, and you got a nice car that's fucked up. You know? You can have the best car, clean, spotless, everything, but shit, something can happen where one of your wheels can pop off, man. Or that shit won't work, or your engine dies or something, man. Okay? Your car, you can have a nice car in a parking lot. You press the lock button, that shit explode, man. Whole fucking car explode, whatever, man. The point I'm trying to make is that everything on the side is temporary. All right? These people's fame and riches and wealth, they love for everything is temporal, man. What we're about to see is eternal, unimaginable. eyes have not seen or ears heard, man. Okay? Alright? The kingdom's gonna be way better than any movie, any comic book, any form of video game that you can't even imagine, man. You know, people be obsessed with, you know, I was in that Marvel loving thing too. I was obsessed with the MCU, that whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Even when I was a kid, when it first came out, when they first released Iron Man, okay? And then I watched Thor, you know, when they were showing me Asgard, I was like, damn, that shit is all that. And then, you know, just the storytelling of Marvel itself was amazing, man. But now people are tired of Marvel fatigue because why? The mirth is gone, man. Okay, the mirth is gone. People are tired of these fucking superhero movies. People are tired of movies, period, man. Because the mirth is gone. Isaiah 24:11, man. All right? But in the kingdom, it's going to be unimaginable mirth, man. Unimaginable fun. Every second is not going to be a dull moment. It's not going to be a boring moment. These heathens that you see, they're going to be slaves, man. Okay? They're going to be your workers, man. They're going to be your servants, your washers, your wash pots, man. Okay? Your janitors, your cleaners, man. They're going to make your bed, man. They're going to make sure your room is spotless. Even if we don't have it, let's just say this, you know, we're going to have heathens and we're going to have slaves in the kingdom, but let's just take the slaves out the image. We take slaves out the picture. Everything's still going to be spotless and clean. But these heathens, they just going to be working for us for what they've done unto us, for the multiple captivities that we've been going through, man. Okay? So you heathens, these heathens going to be our servants and slaves, man. Jake, man, you about to live a life that's going to be 1 billion times better than the Edomite can't even imagine. This is Romans 8:16. I'm sorry, 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, right? All the sorrows and pain, the suffering, the heartaches, the headaches, backaches, toothaches, all the aches and problems that you have been dealing with throughout your whole life, physically, mentally, and spiritually, is nothing compared to what you're about to receive in the kingdom, man. It's gonna make this whole society, it's gonna make this whole world look like a big pile of shit compared to what you're about to receive in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And like I said, these Edomites are gonna be your slaves, man. This is 1 Corinthians. It's 1 Corinthians 2:9. And like I said, man, these Edomites, they're gonna be your slaves, man. These Edomites are gonna be your slaves. It started with Amalek, because he's gonna be the first of the nations, and he's gonna be the first of the nations to get their ass whooped, man. This is 1 Corinthians 2:9. But as it is written, I have not seen or ear heard, neither have entered to the heart of man the things which Yahweh had prepared for them that love him. All right, so we love Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So imagine what the Lord's about to give us for those that love him, man. You think an Xbox or a PlayStation is the best thing on the planet? You think of having a 401k or having a good-ass credit score is the best thing ever? Okay? You think having a penthouse job, or you got a CEO, a big, huge office, a huge CEO office is the best thing ever? You think you got all your whole fucking collection of Nikes or sneakers is the best thing on your mind? That's nothing. That's nothing, man. You think a big booty bitch is the best thing ever? That's nothing compared to what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to give us, man. Our fun, our mirth, our pleasures is going to be at a level to $1 trillion, man. Okay? Shit. I don't even know what the Lord about to give us. The Lord knows that we like women. The Lord knows that we like, you know, some brothers like bigger butts, you know, for these women. Some brothers like big titties or whatever, man. Either your preference. You might like women that's dark skin, light skin, whatever. Curly hair, straight hair, whatever's your taste, man. But the Lord's about to give you something far better and greater times $1 trillion, man. 100 trillion. You know? See, these heathens can't even map out the next kingdom to come. They think that China and Russia are gonna be the big boy on the block. Hell fucking no, man. All you nations going into captivity. This is Revelations. And animals too. Animals are, man. I'm tired of hearing animals going through so much pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? Animals, from the smallest bee to the biggest elephant, man. Every animal is gonna be prospering in the kingdom. It's not gonna be zoos. It's not gonna be animal sanctuaries where they gotta be locked up. Hell no, man. Every form of life, to where Esau classified as extinct or endangered, or what they can see. Every animal on this planet is going to be living a billion times better than this world, man. Okay. And you Hamites, man, y'all going to captivity, man. This whole fucking Hamite. Claim his ass. If he ain't a Jake, I claim he's a Hamite. Claim that Hamitic ass. Make him a fucking slave, man. It's Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. So right, man. So, hey, man, these heathens are going to captivity, and the main nation that's going to captivity is Esau, Edom. Like I was saying, the main nation that's going to captivity is Esau, Edom. Okay, and not just Esau, Edom, Amalek. Oh my God, I'm gonna have billions of Amalekites, so-called small hats in the kingdom, man. Billions of small hat slaves, man. See, brothers, y'all gotta think, y'all gotta have that aristocratic thinking, man. We're not just gonna have 50 slaves, 100 slaves. No, we're gonna be having the Lord. Let me say this, man. Let's just let me say this. There's 1 billion, I believe it's like 1 or 2 billion people in Asia. I mean, South Asia, basically India. Speaking for Elam, there's like 1 billion Elamites. You think the Lord gives a fuck if there's 1 billion Elamites? He doesn't care. Hey, them 1 billion Elamites gonna be working for one Israelite, man, and his family. So there's gonna be unlimited amount of heathens working for Israelites, man. Hey, like I said, man, I say this all the time, man. Out of all the nations, you know, minus Israel, the 17 nations of the heathens, I want 17 billion heathens out of all the nations, man. So like for Esau, Edom, I want 17 billion Edomites. Out of Elam, I want 17 billion Elamites. Out of Moab, I want 17 billion Moabites, man. 17 billion Ammonites. And the Lord gonna give you whatever your heart's desire, man. There's not gonna be any limit. It's not gonna be, that's too much. No, man. Everything's gonna be far beyond enough, man. Shit, I want 17 billion Hamites, Elamites, Esau, and Amalek, man. And Japheth. All these nations are going to captivity, man, for what you have done against the Israelites. This is what was that scripture? Shit. I'm taking a little Asian persuasion with me too, man. A little, hey, man, we're gonna be good in the kingdom. You know, brothers are into, let's just say, thick white women, all right, what they call pogs, all right. They like a little, you know, brothers that like thick Asian women, thick Hawaiian women. Hey, you're gonna have all that in the kingdom, man. They're gonna fulfill your pleasures, man, beyond anything you imagine, man. And those are just heathen, man. They just heathen women. They still mortal. How much is the Israelite woman in the kingdom, man? A Gadite woman is gonna be a Gadite woman, a Reubenite woman, a Judite woman, or an Ephraimite, Manassite woman. She's gonna be a trillion times better than the Edomite woman. She's gonna be beyond beautiful, man. So that's the Judite woman gonna be the baddest woman in the kingdom. The Judite woman is gonna be the baddest woman on the kingdom, man. The baddest, sexiest, the most gorgeous women in the kingdom. Okay, all not just Judite women, but all Israelite women gonna be beautiful. Shit, I can't wait to see what Reubenite women look like, man, in the kingdom. I'm gonna, man, we gonna be beyond gorgeous, man, glorious, man, with them brand new bodies. This is Isaiah 41. No, Isaiah 14:1. That's what I meant to grab. It's Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them. They shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So right, the heathen, all right, I'm sorry, not the heathen. The strangers are the Israelite foreigners that scatter amongst the heathen. So you're gonna have Israelites that gonna have that heathen look. So you're gonna have Israelites gonna have that Edomite look, so-called white man look. They're gonna look like, the Edomites, they look like so-called white people. I mean, sorry, you have Israelites, not Edomites. You have Israelites. I want to correct my words. I'm probably going too fast. So lock you. You have Israelites gonna have that Edomite look, that so-called white person look. You have Israelites gonna have that so-called East Indian look. All right, they're gonna have that Hamitic look. Okay, that Ethiopian look, that Hawaiian, Samoan look. But they're Israelites. They're gonna be with us. We get them brand new bodies, man, and they're gonna get their Israelite looks back. But they still gonna have that, that probably that Asian or that white look, whatever. Okay, whatever the nations that they were scattered amongst. But mainly they're gonna have that dominant Israelite look. Okay, so those are the strangers. Those Israelites that scatter amongst the heathens, man. And they're gonna cleave unto the elect because you have elect that scatter amongst these heathens. This is 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So right, we're gonna take these heathens, the true actual heathens, the non-Israelites. Okay, we're gonna take them from all throughout the world, whatever island, continent, desert, jungle, whatever forest that they live in, whatever they fucking scatter amongst, man. We're gonna take their ass and bring them to Israel, man. And we're gonna make them as servants and handmaids. We either gonna make your ass walk to Israel, or we're gonna ship your ass to Israel. All right, this is gonna be a 1,000 times bigger than the transatlantic slave trade or any slavery in a time of human history, man. The main people gonna be ruling this rule. The main people gonna be ruling this slavery is gonna be the Israelites. You people are going to be the slaves. You heathens, man. You Hamites, you Japhites, you Edomites, you Elamites, Moabite, Ammonites, you Ishmaelites. Okay, all right, you Mizraimites, Cushites. All you, if you ain't an Israelite, your ass gonna pick up a fucking a broom or a mop, man. You gonna do something, man. A pickaxe. You gonna do something. You gonna do some work. Isaiah 14 and 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. They shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So we're going to rule over our oppressors, mainly these Edomites, man, because they've been our oppressors ever since we came out of Egypt, man. Okay? Mainly, ever since Cain and Abel, ever since Jacob and Moab, Jacob and Esau. I was about to say Moab, but Moab too, man. Okay? Ammon, these Moabites and Ammonites, man. Y'all gonna be some good ass cooks, man. Some good ass chefs. It says Moab is my wash pot, and Moab know how to motherfucking cook. This gook ass. But Israelites that scatter amongst Moab and Ammon, they're part of the elect. They're gonna be beamed up, and they're gonna have their Israelite looks back. Okay, even if they got that little Asian look, they still gonna be Israelites, man. You gonna know that they're Israelites, man. But you actual Moabite and Ammonites, y'all gonna be the chefs in the kingdoms, man. Hey, you be going to hibachi, man. Moab and Ammon, they could be Jake, but when we be going to these restaurants, these Asian restaurants, Moab and Ammon know how to flip that motherfucking spatula, man. They know how to make some teriyaki chicken easily, man. You go to a Chinese spot, a Chinese corner store, Moab and Ammon, they know how to make some good ass chicken and broccoli, man. Shrimp fried rice. Well, we're not gonna have shrimp fried rice, but when we was in the world, Jake like that shrimp fried rice, but we gonna have something. We gonna have beef and fried rice or something, man. We're not gonna be eating no defiled meat or abominations in the kingdom. But you know what I'm saying, okay? So Moab, Ammon, okay, y'all gonna be the cooks, man. Esau, he gonna be the worker. He's gonna be the cropsman. He gonna be working in the crops, man, the plantation. Well, however, brothers want Esau to wherever they, even if he's a miner or, he working in the mines or he working in the field, whatever. However, brothers want they slaves to be, Esau and these other nations are gonna do it, man. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do that work. And our oppressors, man. These big, huge, elite families, man. These Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, they're gonna be the first slaves, man. And we don't give a fuck how old you are. You could be Evelyn Rothschild with his old ass. Jacob Rothschild, hey, your ass coming back, you're gonna be a fucking slave, man. Or you could be the youngest of the Rothschilds, man. All right? You could be the youngest of the Rothschild family. Your ass gonna be a slave, man. See, these heathens, there are heathens in this world that's gonna be the first slaves in the kingdom. See, they think they're gonna be the next big thing in their family. They're gonna be the best doctor, the next big CEO, the next big entrepreneur, the next, car dealership person, salesman, whatever. But they're gonna be the first slaves, man. That's gonna be their true job. Let me grab this real quick. This Romans 13:11. And that, knowing the time, now it's a time. It says, now it's a high time to wake up out of sleep. But now salvation is there than we believe. So, right, our salvation is there than we believe. And how about Ahshamiah is on his way? All right, that's why there's a lot of UFO sightings more than ever, man. All right, there's always a UFO sighting every single day. Even if it's in the background, it's bigger in front of us, or it's in the sky, it may shape like a cube or a big ball of light, whatever, man, or orb, whatever they are, man. The Lord is coming, and there's signs that Ahshamiah is nearer than we think, man. So with that, all right, call Allah. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akah Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone. Peace and salutations to my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai with truth and sincerity. I like to say, Shalom.